Hey everybody, this is Sean V. Bradley, president of Dealer Synergy and the creator of the Millionaire Car Salesman Group, and I have a special guest. Okay, it is my brother-in-law. He's good people's. He actually worked for Dealer Synergy for a little while, but before I let him work for Dealer Synergy, he had to turn around and make his bones. So he worked at Burns Honda, became a 20-car guy, 25-car guy, pretty damn quick. Then we brought him up to Dealer Synergy. He left, he went to become a GSM at a Chrysler dealership, and now, check this out. Bam! He owns a pizzeria restaurant in Richland, Pennsylvania. Mr. Joe Argento, say what's up, man.
What's going on, everybody?
Okay, so let's just go back. So tell us about your automotive background. Like, you were in the car business for how many years total?
5, a little less than 5 years.
Okay, and so, tell us, how did you turn around when you were a showroom consultant? How did you start selling 20-something cars within like 90 days? Like, what did you do?
Facebook and YouTube. Drilling prospecting, drilling my GSM for lease leads, making phone calls that nobody else wanted to make, and essentially becoming in the good graces of my GSM and GM so that they would help me develop myself and get more leads from the dealership as well.
Okay, what would you say that, because you just started selling cars and you didn't have a lot of background in car sales, you were like into real estate when I first met you. When you turn around, this is the family business, obviously. What's up there, my friend? So, what would you say that the average salespeople around you did?
Smoked, ate lunch way too many times a day, and a lot wandering. But not a lot of phone call making, prospecting, making videos, none of that stuff.
Okay, and so, is it a safe statement that car sales is great because you can make as much money as you can earn?
Absolutely.
Okay, but you have to put the work in.
You have to put the work in. You have to be willing to show up early, stay late. You have to be willing to do the things that other people don't want to do.
Absolutely. So now we're obviously, this is not a car dealership anymore, but what I love is that you're taking a lot of the stuff that you learned in car sales, entrepreneurship, and you're bringing it into the pizzeria restaurant industry. Can you explain like some of that? Like, what are you doing? Like, cause you're crushing it out here. Like, tell people like, cause you said to me just a couple minutes ago that people are shocked that you're doing so well here. Explain that.
Okay, so first off, we're in a tiny little town, Richland, Pennsylvania, with a very, very small population. We're kind of in between two big cities set back in the countryside. We're not on the beating path. We're off of the beating path. And this place has been a restaurant for the past 35 years and has had 5 different owners who were unsuccessful and able to keep the place up and running. But what we've been able to do in 7 months is not only build an amazing business, but build a great following. And it's really, obviously marketing is a big aspect to that, but it's also in the level of service that we provide, because it's not just pizza, so the quality of the product is important, but on top of that is it's the quality of service. It's the way that you treat people to keep them coming back, and then it's the things that you do above and beyond to keep them coming back more often than what most normal people would do.
So let me flip it on. So folks, did you hear that? Listen to me, this is entrepreneur mindset. If you were gonna turn around and sell cars, you wanna treat car sales like it's your own business. And business skills, whether you're selling pizzas, you're selling cars, you're selling widgets, you're selling whatever, it's a people business. You have to give superb customer service. Now, talk about, you said to me, and I'm so proud of you, man. You said you have people coming from like all over the place for this place. It's gonna blow people's mind.
Yeah, so we obviously have our regular customer base, people that come in 2-3 times a week, but we have a large part of our customer base are people who drive 35, 40, 45 minutes. Some people even drive, I had friends that come here, we have friends of the family that will drive an hour and a half to come out here, because it's not just because they're friends of ours, but it's because the level of service that they get and the quality of food that they get as well at our restaurant. So it's like they know that if they go to the pizzeria down the street from their house, they're not going to get the same quality of food and the same level of service. So when they want that experience, they have no problem with driving over an hour and a half to come visit us. But then we have people that we don't know that will literally drive once a week. We have couples that come down and have dinner at least once a week that live 45 minutes to an hour away.
I'm not I'm about to hit you with something. Somebody reminded me. You know how I just like I talk and I forget some of the shit that I train on sometimes because it's just like so much here. Somebody said something reminding me. Remember this? I actually taught you this, and I said this to you. I said, instead of focusing on getting bigger and getting bigger and getting bigger, all you got to do is focus on getting better. Because if you look at, instead of like worrying about what you could do to like sell more shit, if you just focus on getting better and getting better, your audience is going to demand that you get bigger. Yeah,
well,
exactly.
that's what I was just gonna
Yes.
I say this to my, I don't even like calling them employees. I like to say this to our team members all the time. We focus on getting 1% better every day. How can we refine our processes and become more effective, more efficient every single day? How can we provide a higher level of service 1% better every single day? And that's the mindset, because I always say to everybody on our team, I learned this from Truett Cathy, is, he had a focus on getting better, not bigger. If you get better on everything you do, every aspect of what you do, your audience will demand that you get bigger. But the reality situation, and what I always say, listen, let me put it in this perspective for you. If you line up every single fast food restaurant on the same street, McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, Long John Silver's, Chick-fil-A, you know which one I pick every single time? Chick-fil-A. Why? Because the food is good, it's consistent, and the customer service is superior to everyone else. And that alone makes me want to go to and have that experience with them. And it's funny because when I worked for Dealer Synergy, I trained a client down in Georgia, and I actually got to go to the original Truett's restaurant and learn about the story from somebody firsthand who was friends with Truett Cathy, the owner of that dealership, and I learned a tremendous amount about customer service and hospitality. And Truett Cathy's mindset, it's really where you want to be at in all services. Because remember, to be great in sales, you have to be great at serving people. You have to have that servant leadership attitude. You have to be willing to do what others want for the customer, and they will love you forever.
That's even like the whole Disney way too, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that their whole thing about creating an experience for the customer? And that's what we should be doing at the dealership or in any business, is creating that one-of-a-kind experience.
Yo, I'm gonna say this right. You don't sound like a freaking pizza shop owner, restaurant owner. Like, yo, you're like a whole nother stratosphere, man. And talk about like you got a rewards program. Kind of talk about the stuff that you brought here, which is kind of crazy.
So, first off, we haven't done any like direct mail marketing, menu marketing, none of that. Everything that we've done has been on social media: Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. That's where all the cool cats are at. So you got to be on there. And now we've done a little bit of video, but I haven't pushed video. We've done a little bit, and the videos that we have done have had tremendous clout and just got blown up. And so we're actually working on a video strategy for 2019. But social media is huge. In 7 months, we've grown organically our following to almost 1,100 followers on our Facebook page. We put out daily specials, and all of our creative stuff we put on there, dessert specials, pizza specials, all that kind of stuff, and people engage. I mean, for a pizza shop, we have multiple shares on all of our posts every single day. Likes, comments, engagements, shares, it's phenomenal. But on top of that is, besides our social media platform, we have a rewards program where all people have to do when they come in here or they call on the phone is they just have to give us their cell phone number. So when people walk into our front counter, they go, "Ooh, what's this little iPad thingy on thing?" And we say, "Oh, are you part of, do you have any rewards to redeem today?" And they say, "Rewards? No, I don't know. What's that?" Be like, all you have to do is type in your cell phone number right here. You'll be automatically joined for our program, which you get a point for every $1 that you spend, and those points build up. $20, you get a free 2-liter. 100 points, you get $10 off your bill. 150 free dessert. 200, so on and so forth. And you get free merchandise, free food, all this kind of stuff. And then it allows us to take their cell phone number and distribute and market to them. What are our daily specials? What are our dessert specials? What are our pizza specials? What are our sandwich specials? And we can market to them on a daily basis right through their text message.
So dig what my man's saying over here. I mean, this is a pizza spot. You know what I mean? Like, he's talking about like rewards programs. He's talking about like text messaging and stuff like that. And look, he ain't just front. Let me just show them the video of this. All right, hold on. Excuse me. I gotta go over here. Look at the technology over here. So this is what he's talking about right here. So look at that. Can I have your number? I mean, again, and I know that you're definitely, TCPA compliant, right, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so my point is this, is if you work at a car dealership and your digital skills are not as good as a pizza guy, shame on you. You need to step up your game, because if this dude right here is talking about text messaging, rewards program, customer service, and he's got this mentality, servant mentality, and you turn around and trying to sell cars like it's the 80s, like Miami Vice era, you need to step up your game. So now, let's go family aspect of this. Okay, how crazy it is that your niece over here is in the car business now. And you were GSM at Chrysler, right?
Yes.
Okay, and how does it, she's working for Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealership.
I'm excited for her because it's a great company to work. Well, the OEM is a great company, and she's
So
got
is
a
the
great
dealership
product.
too. Savage 61 is a good store.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I don't know them personally,
Right.
but I've heard some really great things because they're actually only 20 minutes away from here, and I've heard a lot about the stuff that they do for the community and stuff like that. So I'm excited that she's with a store that cares about giving back. But on top of that, she's got a whole line of great products to sell, and so many different levels that different.
What
cars.
advice do you have for your niece here? Like, I mean, think about it. As a GSM, as an entrepreneur of your own business here, look at her and say, like, what advice do you want to give her? What's the most important things you could give her?
Well, first off is ignore the nonsense and get laser focused. Develop a strategy and a plan for your marketing, your social media. That is so important. Get yourself out there. I know it's almost like you get timid sometimes to get in front of the camera or to do something because you start judging yourself before you ever put it out there. But it's just do it. Like Sean said, like I said to him the other week when he interviewed the CEO of Pay Less Shoes, is only Sean B. Bradley would have had the balls to interview that guy. But that's really but you know why? Because he's like, I don't care how I look, I don't care whatever. I want to get the value out to the people, and that's what you have to think about: is what is the value you bring, and constantly distribute that value out. It's like Gary Vaynerchuk talks about in jab, 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 right hook, is value, value, value. Then hit them with the right hook, which is the sale. So if you're constantly putting out engaging content, something of value to people, that's what you should be doing, is focusing on the value that you can provide. And then it's going to be reciprocation, because you won't see the results right first. But you do that Facebook post and that Snapchat post or that Twitter post or the Instagram post, and day after day the residual what do you call it, the residual factor,
The residual flow factor.
the residual flow factor of those actions is going to pay off, because one day your phone will be blowing up from the time you get there to the time you leave, and you won't be taking ups off the lot. You'll be developing your own business, which that's the whole point, is not to rely on the dealership to bring you the business, because when you become a true asset to not only the dealership but also the OEM, is when you walk into the dealership and you have your own book of business and they know that they don't have to babysit you, is because Tiana's here and she's here to run a business inside of a business. And at that point, you become indispensable, indisposable, and that's where you want to get to. That's where you can create your own income, you can create your own hours, and the dealership will let you, because you bring so much value to the dealership and their customer base, that hands down they're gonna give you the leniency to make your own hours. If you're selling 30 cars in 3 days, do they really give a shit if you're working 60 hours pounding the pavement? No. You're putting 30 on the board in 3 days, a week every month. That's value. And you have freedom, because that's what you want to do to make a lot of money, is for freedom anyway. So.
See, listen to me. You, and this is coming from me to you, honey, is that you've been surrounded with nothing but like elite hustlers. I'm talking about, like, look around you, me, your mom, all the people we surround ourselves with. You've been flying all over the country, your uncle. I mean, like, you've got to hustle hard. Now, I'm going to give you guys some love. Okay, so this is just for me to both of you guys. Because you have this restaurant here, this is what you're going to do. If I were you, I would politic with him. He's a business owner. He's only 20 minutes away from the dealership. There's things that you could do. So for example, what I would do if I were you is talk to him and say, okay, you know, what if I could get like, you know, a half off or something like that, or a free appetizer? He loves you, you know what I'm saying? So again, that way it helps him get traffic too. It's real. You could be like a boss girl, 19-year-old boss girl, say, hey, listen, my family owns a restaurant only 20 minutes away from here. You know what you do? Go out, go get some food. We'll get the car ready. Boom, boom, boom. Come back. I'll take care of you. Right or wrong?
I'll be right out here right
Yeah,
now.
whoa,
No, seriously. So, I mean, this could be part of your market. I'll give, for every customer that buys a car from you, I will give them a free large plain pizza.
There you go. Yeah, there it is.
So, I don't know, we can...
Yeah.
And it'll be, listen, even if, I mean, it doesn't matter where your customers are. They're coming from Reading, they're coming from Robizonia, because, I mean, you're technically all right there, Robizonia. You're a little bit past us, but the reality situation is people, once they come here and they just try one, I know that it'll be a residual, you know, back and forth. And we can figure out something where we can have something here for you.
Yes.
That we could set on the counter that, you know, I don't know, maybe this is something you could figure out, but something that where we can advertise you working at Savage and how you're going to go
I have
about
ideas.
it.
I got ideas.
Okay,
Not only
great.
that, they have a bird dog, you know what I mean? So again, they have a referral fee. I forgot what your GM told me, but I think I think the GM said that you have a $200, you know, bird dog. So that means that, you know, anytime that you give a referral, you know what I mean? That's $200 that's there. Whether you know, again, that's a great incentive for a business owner. Even if it's a business owner, he's your family, he'd do it anyway. But I mean, take the damn money. I mean, again, why not? You know, because look at how many people love you and trust you, and you're like, my niece is at here. That's all it is. It's about relationships. And what we're doing here is it's called cross-promotional marketing. You try to find a win-win. You need traffic. He wants traffic. You have a business, he has a business. Not Savage. You are your own business within their business. He's his own business. So that's what business partners do. They align and they create opportunities. I love that. The free pizza thing, dude. Are you kidding me? I mean, that's great. And it, you know, again, and I'm assuming like they don't have to get it that second. They got a coupon or something like that to come in. That's great traffic. And then it's something for him to talk about too, because you bought a car from my niece. Come on in. And then he gives them the perception of a VIP, even more experience or whatever. Then it makes you look like a boss chick that you are. You know what I mean? Because, you know, oh wow, not only did they get a free pizza, but they treated me like I was royalty because I got I got a car from you. And then vice versa. You know what I mean? Oh, you're Big Joe's little niece? Oh man, I gotta get a car from you. You know what I mean? And so that's perfect. And that's what this is about. It's sales is about relationships. And Karen, I know that you're eating, so I apologize. But Karen even said this before, is that she learned something from Frank Trinity. I don't know if you saw it, bro. We just partnered with the dude that sells 100 units a month. You know, say shout out to Frank.
Shout out to Frank.
All right, that's what's up, baby. So, Karina, can you just say what you said before real quick? Okay. She's eating.
I'm, like,
This is
choking.
good food. Mine's getting cold, but I'm gonna eat it anyway. So, what did you say that you from Frank? That you from interviewing with Frank?
Yeah, one of the things I picked up at the Internet Director Development Program was when Frank discussed how when he first started, even if he was at like a bar or a club, like he was literally taking napkins and writing his name down and networking with people and prospecting and just saying, hey, if you're ever in the market for a car, you know, come see me. So just always putting yourself out there no matter what the situation is. And Santa just arrived.
Apparently, Santa just arrived. All right, so we got to turn around and do this. And what she's saying is here. Do you see this? Like for me and what I do, like we're sitting here. I haven't seen you in a while, but I know how brilliant you are, and I'm trying to train you. So this is like to me, you are the CEO of Payless at a $1 billion company. Because like what Mama just said, as I just took an opportunity to turn around. What did I just do? I'm promoting the hell out of Argento's Pizza Palace. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where we're at, people. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm also trying to train you, and I'm getting content from my Millionaire Car Salesman group. You see, connect. All right, so say bye, everybody, and tell everybody if they want some amazing pizza, where you're at.
21 East Main Street, Richland, Pennsylvania. Come visit us or check us out on the web, argentospizzapalace.com.
Okay, if they want to buy a car from you,
Savage 61 and Tiana Mix 610-607-3231.
All right, there you go. Take care. We're out. Say bye.